Hey, what's up guys? This is part of a three-part series of videos where we talk about how to best carry your everyday carry pistol. Today we're talking about open carry options if you decide to open carry your pistol. We got multiple different types of holsters. We're going to talk through each one and the advantages and disadvantages of each option. So hope you guys enjoy it. Here it is. We'll move into our first option. And that's just going to be a open carry option. This is a Kydex, I guess, holster made from, who made this, Blake?
7X.
7X holsters made this for this PDP. This has just got the paddle that you slip down in between your pants and your underwear. Now, advantages to this, you're going to probably be, and again, it depends on training and repetition. You're going to be fastest with whichever one you train the most with, more than likely. But just starting out, you're probably going to be faster in terms of getting your pistol out of the holster and getting it into action with something open carry like this. There's just less in the way. It's right there. It's available. It's in a natural position for you to drop your hand on. You're going to be able to get nice high purchase on the pistol for your draw, all that. That's to me is the biggest advantage of open carry.
Absolutely. I mean, sure, but you know, there are other considerations, right? So state laws, some may not allow open carry, some do. But then you're also going to be that guy or girl that's open carrying, and then you got to be aware of where you are, right? Some people, that may bother people may not be used to it. Like around here, you see a guy open carry, whatever, we just keep on going about our business. But in other areas, they may freak some people out. Some people may even call the police on you, like, hey, this guy's got a gun, he's walking around, but they may not understand that you can do that.
Yep.
Right, so those things you have to take in consideration.
And let's just get into that conversation, because it's not only that, but especially if we're addressing new shooters, it's not only that people might get a little nervous, or it may be against the law for you to walk into a certain place of business or something like that with a firearm, but you also have to think about the bad people around you, right? And they see that you have a pistol.
Yep.
And how easy is it for you, Kurt, I'm standing here in the line at the gas station. Take this from me, man. It's nothing, dude.
Yep.
And he has that pistol, all right? So especially for new shooters, if you're gonna open carry, you better make sure you have some retention on that holster, because you don't want the wrong person coming up and taking that from you.
It's one of the things also, like, you know, in some of the combatives, like, you don't want to introduce things into a fight until you absolutely have to. So basically, if you're in that situation, you've now already introduced that whether you want to or not. So now you've been identified as a threat to someone that may be trying to do something, obviously, that you want to stop. So now they know that you're a problem.
Yep.
Instead of now you being able to be a solution, now you are actually entering yourself into that, you know, problem set without even maybe wanting to be. So it's, you know, that's why you don't ever introduce something into a fight unless you're actually willing and ready to use it.
Yep.
So you've introduced that without.
Yeah, it's visible. And even if the shirt's over it,
you're printing.
everybody knows what that is because of where it is and basically the profile of it, right? Yep. So that's the advantages and disadvantages in my opinion to open carry. Hey guys, today's episode is brought to you by our partners at Phorm. If you guys have been like me, you spent years searching for a protein supplement that mixed well, tasted good, and set well with your stomach. Yeah, I spent years trying to find that and never found anything that hit the spot until I tried this Phorm Level 1. I was actually using Phorm Level 1 whey protein long before we ever had the opportunity to become partners with Phorm. And since then, they've been amazing, and we would expect nothing less from a company like Phorm. If you guys don't know, They have awesome values. The company is built on solid principles. They have great leadership, and they love America. They love this country. So if it means something to you, I suggest you go check Phorm out. If you want to get the best product and buy it from a company who supports America and good American values, Phorm hits the spot, man. Check them out. Highly recommend the level 1 protein and also the Ultra-Formance. If you guys are doing endurance type of efforts, anything longer than 90 minutes and you want a calorie supplement, their Ultra-Formance is also an amazing product. So check them out, firstphorm.com. We'll attach a link in the description of this show. Thank you, Phorm, for making an awesome product and for being a partner with us here at 307 Project so that we can keep doing what we're doing. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get back to the show. All right, moving on to the next option from Open Carry. We're looking at one of these leather, what do they call these? Pancake holsters, basically?
Yeah.
So with this, we are significantly lowering the signature of the pistol that we're carrying. We're doing that, one, because we're just literally reducing the bulkiness of the holster, but we're also able with this pancake holster to move this from right here on our hip to kind of a little back around to our lower back right there, right at the top of our butt cheek, which is it's just gonna sit flatter right there. It's gonna reduce the signature quite a bit. That being said, we don't have any options, I guess, other than a loop. Some of these have a loop with a snap on it for retention. We're maintaining the advantage of having this on the outside of our waistband, so it is going to be a little more accessible, and it's probably going to be a little faster, especially just starting out, than something that you're carrying in the waistband. So I got a little story about these pancake holsters real quick, because this is what I carried for a long time. This is how I carried, with this exact little leather pancake holster. And my friends would also carry the same way. I was hanging out with a buddy of mine one time in kind of the rough part of town in Norfolk, Virginia, all right? And we just got out of his vehicle. We're right in front of his house, and a whole group of dudes come up on us in the street right there. It was a rough part of town. And these dudes were gonna rob us. They were gonna beat us and rob us, all right? And so my buddy walks around the front of the car. These dudes come up on us. They start approaching us in an aggressive manner. And literally all my buddy does is he pulls his shirt up and he tucks it just like this and puts his hand on that pistol. And immediately that whole freaking, there were probably 5 or 6 of them. Their mood immediately freaking changed. All right, that's all he had to do. They did, because this reduces the signature, they couldn't see, even right up on us, they couldn't see that we had a pistol on us. But as we realized they had ill intentions toward us, like Kurt said, okay, now we're gonna introduce something new to the situation. And so all he had to do was move his shirt just like this. He was carrying a 1911. Blake, you know the guy I'm talking about. Yeah. Little short, muscled up guy, and all he carries is a 1911. And that's literally all he had to do, diffuse the whole situation. Those guys changed their tune and went on about their business. Yep. He didn't even have to take the pistol out. So what do you think about this option, Kurt?
You know, it's a good option. It's one of those things, if you have a good routine and you want to carry every day religiously, you know, that's going to take the time. You got to put it through, set it up, have it on. You have to have a setup to where it's something that you're going to do every day, because you have to loop it through. It's not something convenient where you can just throw this over, right? Yep. You just clip it in like you did, or some of these other options that have clips. You actually have to take the time to set it up and put it in place. And then also, you know, depending upon where it sits and the size you have, you know, I don't know about sitting in a vehicle for too long with this, because you know, there's a comfort aspect to it. So you know, of this size, you can probably get away with it pretty easily. But it just, are you willing to go through that process every day of putting it on and having it ready?
Yep, yep.
So
and that's a good point, because with this versus these other options we're going to talk about, when it's on, it's on.
Yep.
So like Kurt said, comfortability is something you should consider in everyday carry. When this is on, it's on. So getting in and out of your car, this is going to be on you, right? And it is going to be uncomfortable, especially if you have it back here in this position where it's a little more concealable. You're going to feel that when you sit in your seat. All right. Overall, I think it's a better option than the Kydex just straight up open carry. I think it's a better option. All right, guys, I hope that made you guys think and maybe consider some things that you haven't considered in the past about open carrying your pistol. If you have anything to add, drop us a comment. Let us know if we missed anything, if you guys have had any experiences in your personal life, everyday carrying your pistol open carry, that you'd like to share to help us all grow together and have the most information. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, drop us a comment, share the video, and watch the rest of the series. Hope it helps. Love you guys. Enough said.